Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headline of the 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a first down right there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Here's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Now Lawrence on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Second down and 8. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. But to throw again is Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
A first down throw for Mills. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills looking for Woods again, and he finds him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Hey, stand off! Hey, Delta! Hey! Hey, back truck!
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Yeah!
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And Mark, 2021 is the season Jonathan Taylor arrived as one of the best backs in the NFL. He became the first Colt to ever win the running back triple crown, leading the league in carries, yards, and touchdowns. He didn't stop there, also leading in 1st downs, runs of 20-plus yards, and he had the longest run of the NFL season. Simply put, Taylor was the league's best at what he does by almost...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Mills being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Under pressure, they got him again. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They go play action. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mills. Caught by Woods. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Again, it's Lawrence. Looking for Pryor long. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mills on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to, but once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mills now. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Hey.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Quiddy Pay picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Mills. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First down, Mills. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mills again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. And they expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
3rd and long for Mills. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hey, lock it. Yeah.
On first down, Lawrence. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to gain the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mills. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We'll likely put an end to this thing. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement.